Welcome in, you guys. Hello, hello. Hi, Muffin Top. For those who don't know, she's my wonderful mod. Hey, Mary Sherry. Welcome, you guys. D Hicks. Hello. All right. Rump along here. We are Colleen. Come on in, you guys. Let me take this little timer down. Hi, GH White. Yes. I put this photo up here. I find it a really interesting photo. Um, it's got nothing to do with my presentation, but I always like to start with like a cool photo, right? This one is Don looks so funny. He doesn't even like friggin' look correct, but it's the location and where they took this photo. This is where the blue truck was by the bus and the maroon truck, see? And there's no bus here. It's so interesting how no one says anything. It's the craziest thing. This is where the bus was, you guys. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Elements. Bus elements. Let me show you. Because the grass is in the same place, um this here, wait, let me show you. I just did this presentation uh yesterday, I don't even know, 2 days ago. So this is really funny. So if you look at Don Wells and Candace, there's the blue truck with the grass on it. This is what my presentation was on before, how the trucks just disappear. Here's the blue truck, the exact same blue truck with the exact same grass. So it's not like the blue, this truck is somewhere else. It's in the same location as it's supposed to be. See? There's the grass on it. Here's the grass on it. Pretty much, again, different looking truck, right? No bus. There's the bus. And then here's where I showed you guys was the maroon car. So again, this must be a pretty important spot because everything they do with a reason, with a purpose. Something is about it. They're telling the story in every photo. I think they're standing right smack dab in like a very important spot. I do. Makes no sense to me why they're doing another fake car here. The blue is all wrong. The whole thing is, and the bus is gone. There's absolutely zero bus. So make sense of that. They weren't moving the bus. This is the bus. They weren't moving the bus. This is what you call deep fakes. Deep fake, they change shit around for a reason. The green fern on this truck is the same green fern on this one. Yeah, it's just something is These guys really annoy me. So that's what I have to say. It's just something obviously is in that spot. I think that is important. I do. But this is today's presentation. Everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. I may bring in different creators' names, channels. It's not about them. All I'm doing is showing you information that is shown to me that comes from their channel. Now, again, it's got nothing to do with the people who are the creators of the channel. I'm showing them that their YouTube channel is being used to show information on Summer Moonwell's missing children. And the more information I get from particular YouTube channels, the better it is for Summer Moonwells to get justice. And today's presentation, I'm bringing back the bus, and I am bringing in the elements that surround the victims' heads. And I'm going to be showing you apples to apples to show you how things haven't changed since day one. Now, even though I am bringing a channel to you where I got these photos, and you're going to see, again, it's from Shhhhhhh's Safe Place. Nothing to do with her, you guys. I don't know her. I know nothing about her. She seems like a nice lady. I don't know. That's not what I do here. I'm not here to make friends with YouTube creators. I'm here to build a WCIA network that is a little family here that supports each other in this journey to find justice. Without bullying, without rudeness, like just being nice to humans, just being a nice person, and understanding that this channel is here to help bring justice. It's really simple. I'm not the law enforcement, so I can't do anything about who's who. All I could do is share the story that's shown to me. This little heart in the water here is a major element. In the beginning of this video where I got this information for the first half of this presentation, this is one of the first frames. When I see a frame like this, I know that I need to look further. Oh, thank you, Long Gone, for that super sticker. Thank you very much. Totally well appreciated. Thank you. I know I need to look further. And the funny thing is, Shhhhh's Safe Place, just as of today or last night, made almost all of her videos private, except for a handful. Now, I'm really hoping it's not because I have information that actually she sees is very helpful to Summer Moonwells, right? Because at that point, I would much rather have you come on in here and say, holy crap, thank you for showing me information on my videos. And I handed them over to the authorities, and they're in the right hands because my videos have a shitload of information than just having the videos be gone. They're not there anymore, but again, I videotape them and I hold them. Thank you. I hold on to them for further apples to apples. When I put apples to apples, when I put elements in front that match other elements for the last 2 years. We're coming on 2 years, you guys. So every video that I looked at, they're not there anymore. So I'm really hoping it's because you saw that those videos were helpful to bringing justice to Summer Moon, and that you just didn't make them private because you're like, holy shit. I'm hoping that you really helped bring justice by showing that to the authorities. I do know that what I'm showing today, I already sent to the authorities to show them what is visible in this next presentation. And again, it has nothing to do with her, but I am curious why you're down to 33 videos and all of those other videos are not visible. Think about that. Think about that. So I'd really love to hear from you, or someone who knows you, that you really got it into the correct authorities' hands. I put this in here because I finally found it, this face, and this comes from Adventures with Purpose. This isn't, maybe it will be somewhere in my presentation, but I put it here because I found it right before I went on, and it matches something that perfectly with John Wayne Gacy, so I wanted to throw it in there. The other person that gives me a lot of information and I use it in my presentations is JLR, Jonathan Lee Riches. His information and his flyers, I have always told people that when you look at the flyers and the posters, and when they hold up a piece of paper, or their telephone, anything that that will create a glare, a reflection, those are what's used to put the truth over the deep fake. And this is JLR's poster, and most, if not all, his posters do shit like this. So this is a great example. And I pull this in because the photos I'm going to show you today look like this. So I don't know if everyone's just doing the same deep fake or what the hell's going on, but same channel, same information. Now I'm going to say trigger warning right now, because the next, let's see, the next 30, the next, 50 pages. I find them very triggering because I see them as the truth. I see this as information that is so clear, and what you're looking at is information that came from a video that was still up. Now, the photos that you see here come from the third frame inside something like this. So this comes from Shay's place. And the video is split, the video frame is split into 3. And it's not hidden. The middle frame isn't hidden. It isn't deep faked. Um, it is like just in the middle. So what I did was all I did was take the middle frame and I'm cropping and pasting it to show you guys. That's it. And the other thing that is on the other side, sometimes you will get some information that's on the left side. Okay? So on this picture on the left side also shows Summer Moonwell's victims, because this is what the children go through, and that's why I am brought to stations like this to get the information. So if you see here, the guy all the way in the back is in a bad situation, and the guy up front is connected to the V. So when you see this thing around this guy's head to the left, I'm not doing apples to apples, but let me see. Let me show you. I'll just bring in photos to show you guys when I say, oh, this matches the V on someone's neck, or blah, blah, blah. I'm going to bring in from the Idaho 4. I know I have it in here. Here it is. So the Idaho 4, I have shown this several times. If no one knows what I'm talking about, you could kind of just go to edit the Idaho 4 elements of the guy in the telephone. This here is the guy in the telephone with the V. See? This V shows up throughout this woman's video. This exact V, it actually you could see it here. So when this person is being victimized, I don't just say, oh, this person looks really fucking weird. I'm just going to talk about it and say, this is a victim. In order for me to call this a Summer Moonwell's Missing Children's story or journey, everything needs to match. When I tell you that everything matches within this person's video, she needs to know it because it's within her video. The information matches. When I say matches, the elements match. This here is what was on the heads of the victims in the Idaho 4. This right here, it's really, really tough to see because this is not the greatest photo. I'm just showing you an example. But right here, right here is a head. And this white thing is on the head. This is the head and this is the white thing. Okay, so it goes like this. You could sort of see the nose. Let me show you. Because the noses have these, they put something on their noses so you could see the nose actually. This has got right there under this word text, that's the white nose. This nose has something on it too. And this face over here is the same thing going on this side. It just happens to have a box over its head. But this here matches everything. When I saw that video in the Idaho 4 of that guy doing whatever he's doing, talking about it, I'm like, this is like winner, winner, chicken dinner. So this information is critical information. So that is how I got the middle photos. What you see here are 3 different middle photos. Each time the video shows itself, let me see if I have the video. Oh, I do. When I should probably show you the video. Each time the video shows itself, let me see something. It's 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to quickly show you the video so you guys have a clear understanding of what I have here. It's just going to so here, I'm not going to play the video because it's hers. So here's an example. Her video is split. See how there's an open screen in the middle? It's super easy to go get the information. It's right there. So it just sits there the whole time. See how the faces change? And it's super easy to understand that this is really, really wrong. These change, see? I'm just showing you example, but you guys, whoever is in the middle here, this does remind me of Rumpelong here of the Idaho 4. But it also shows children. But if you guys look in the middle there, look, see how it changes every time I click it? So that's a real problem. And in the beginning here is where you see the bloody guy. See, I know what all that is. This is showing the sacrifice. You know, it's showing sacrifice. I know what this is. I've worked with the cases long enough to know that in the middle shows a different person each time. So what I did is I pulled out that middle photo for you guys. See? That sacrifice. Those are the rooms. Different heads. Different people. So this will help a little bit to show you how those faces change, and that is how I got the photos that I have today. See, look at that. Totally different, you guys. But that is what Xana looked like. That is what Xana looked like. The animals are really disgusting also. Like, I would think that, look at the smaller photo. See, look at this smaller little square. So this is how I got my photos. It's super easy. There's nothing here to even think about or it's all here. And there's a lot of different people in here. There's a lot. And it shows all the different parts of what the sacrifice that these children go through. I'm going to be showing you the room, the boxes, and yeah, I'm happy that I'm showing this to you because this is where it's coming from. And behind the cats are a lot of information. So now you know how I've got what I have. Where did it go? What's this one called? Elements Bus. All right, so now let me get this back up here. Okay. So now you guys understand where I'm getting these photos from, right? Now you see these photos. The photos in front of you speak to me, and this is a part of the kids' journey that they know well. This is part of their journey that they're up for, and this is what happens before they wind up in the leaves. And when I say the leaves, literally the leaves. This here, before I need to go back, I'm going to point out as often as I can how the circumstances stay the same within each photo that I'm showing for the last now coming up 2 years. See? And then the picture all the way to the right, remember here is a box, and this is what these boxes look like. They're maroon on the outside. See? This is their journey, you guys, and this is what is going on, and this is what the authorities are not touching. I have several photos like this with each victim, and you guys know who have been here, and if you haven't, I have almost 630 videos, right? But with each video and each child and each person, these are on their mouth, it's on their eyes, their heads are on a box. Doesn't change. And there shouldn't, the only reason this is in a video is because someone is using it. Someone is using the channel to show the story of these sick-ass sacrifices. Because these are sacrifices. This video shows what's happening in the background. See the boxes that I talk about? See the maroon boxes in the back? Let me point it out. These are the slivers inside her video. These are the boxes, you guys. These are the boxes with the maroon. This is the green tarp that goes on the bottom of their body because their heads stick out of these maroon boxes. So the way that this is constructed within this video is so spot on with all the details that I've covered thus far. Look. Here's the green tarp on the bottom. There's the head sitting in the box with the maroon top. This stuff though isn't under any layer. This is pretty. Here's a head, here's a head. These are boxes. This isn't covered up. This is not covered up. This is very clear. It's not covered up. Looks like this. The heads and faces I'm showing you are just like this. The middle one is Kylie Rodney. The one to the left comes from Molly Golightly's video. The one to the right comes from Tim Mullen. There's no difference between these heads and the heads here that I'm showing you. These are all the different faces that are showing up in this video sitting over the box. Correct, it's under layers all the time, but for some reason this one isn't. Look at the faces here. The faces are really important to really look at because they shift. They shift and they don't stay the same. That's that one. I brightened it up. The one in the middle looks like Don Wells. Now, these are people that are sitting above these little boxes. We don't know what they're doing exactly, but all I know is this is part of the journey. This equipment here and what you're looking at is part of it. See? That's a box. That's a number 5 box. These are number 5 boxes. And this girl over here on the right is obviously a third different person here. She doesn't look anything like the ones that you see. Don't think you're going nuts. You're not. You're not. You're seeing things that everyone sees a different reality. Everyone's going to see something different in a photo. That's why I speak and tell you what I see in a photo. When I speak and tell you, you're not always going to see what I see, and that's okay. Just like if you tell someone, oh, wow, this is what I see in a photo, they're going to be like, I don't see it. That does not mean that you're nuts or doesn't mean that you're seeing things. It means that they just don't see what you see. That's it. Everyone's reality is different. Everyone sees things differently different times. I mean, there's people in my family, they'll never see what I see. They immediately put a block. As soon as I say, ooh, do you see this? They immediately actually will want to say no before they even look at it. Yes, these boxes sit on it's on their heart area, Lisa. Um, from what I recognize and how I see it is that these little boxes, just like I show these photos of Summer Moon in the car, and she has that square little box on her chest. I don't know if it's the chest or if it's the neck, but it's in that area like this. Here, let me show you like this. See that thing on her neck? Again, she's right next to the V, just like the Idaho 4. They always have that V thing. But notice what's on her neck. That's what was on Summer Moon's neck in the car. That's what is on the Idaho 4. It's part of it. It's part of it. So when I take this photo and uncrop it, this one, this is what you get. This whole picture. But if you notice her neck and notice what's above her head, this is all Summer Moon Wells' information. You're welcome. Just when I'm not doing intense channeling, I'm able to watch questions. Yeah, they put other people's faces, and that's how they do deep fakes. Like here, what this circled there is Kylie Rodney. That's supposed to be Kylie Rodney. These girls in the black hair, we've been looking at girls with black hair, long black silky hair, since June 15th. Somewhere there's girls that are involved, right? This is the fake Madeline McCain to the right. That's no fake Madeline McCain. They used her, they abused her. I don't know what they did, but let me tell you, they missed it. They missed being able to help her. They missed it. Because that Madeline McCain, whoever she was, the very first one, was a victim. The picture to the left is from this video I'm working with. I'm showing you how they're the same situation. This might as well be her over here. No one helped her. Someone came in and took care of the situation. She probably was someone who was, I don't know what, but her purpose was to get help. And then she was shut down. Something didn't go right for them. Something got completely out of control, and that girl in the black hair had to come in and clean up the mess. This here is from Shay's Safe Place video. This is the same situation. It's the same thing. This got blurred. The picture in the middle all the way to the left is someone's head. It's just someone's head sitting on that green tarp. This got all screwed up. But you could see the elements still. This video clearly has incredible information that helps tell Summer Moon's story. And this is what it shows. It shows the doorway. It shows the rooms. Understand that what it's showing, when I say doorway and I say rooms and all that stuff, it's the same from, man, since day one. This here is also in the Idaho 4. This exact door, this is in the video, a couple videos from the Idaho 4. Let me show you this door. All the way in the back of the room, there's always a door. And the door is usually always the same frickin' door. This was in the Idaho 4, the guys against the car, and the video. And it's in Don Wells's house. It's got the red in the middle and the white frame. Now, this is in the middle of her video, so understand that in the middle frame of her video, they're showing a whole different location that's not where she's living. It's like outside somewhere. Outside. That's supposed to be summer to the left. And this is a photo from her video to the right. It does look to me as if it's getting a little pixelated. Wait. Let's see what happens with this. We bring the brightness down so we could see summer. This comes from Summer in the Car, believe it or not. This comes from a summer video. And it's very much what I'm showing you here in this moment. I know it's hard to see, but I think that this is representative of a trophy. That's more of a trophy. Here, in the middle, again, is a victim. What you see to the left, you guys, all that is the equipment. You guys, it's the equipment. It's the room with the equipment. So, and then all the way to the right, you have the green face. So I'm going to brighten one section up at a time. One of the things about the way that this is presented is you can't brighten the whole thing. It's split into groupings where it's really tough to brighten anything up because it's so dark. I'm only going to brighten this up a little bit. To the left, see how it looks crazy? But this is the equipment back there. It's back there. That's her in the middle, and then that's the green face. Right there. That's the green face. I know, I know what the green face is all about. So here is a fine example of all three of these windows show critical information Summer Moon Wells journey. Obviously, the one in the middle, the one to the left has someone all the way in the back of the room, as well as someone in the front. But it's what's all the way in the back of the room that also cannot be missed. Make it bigger. The front spot you see clearly. But this guy in the back of the room doesn't move, and those are all the pieces. See back there? That is the equipment. Those are the little pieces of elements. And it's, I know again, and there's the sticks. I know when I am doing well, when people don't have anything else to do other than come in and think that I give a flying fuck that they put their thumb down. I don't. Because all you guys do when you do that is just give me an affirmation. You are not a smart person. You are sitting in fear and allowing your fear to rule your life. You need to try to get out of that, because all that's going to do is suck up your life and then you die. That's it. You live, then you die. So it depends on how you want to live your life. If that's how you want to live your life, is going around channels giving a thumbs down anytime someone shows content that fears you, or content that you are afraid to stick up for yourself or have a voice. You know, that's all it does, you guys. And it gives me an affirmation that I am correct. That I'm correct in what I'm showing you. This is in the video. So I thank you for that affirmation. Here are 3 different people that are shown in the middle, right? Each one of them really represents and resembles Summer Moon with the V, Kylie Rodney, the Idaho 4, Michael Vaughn. I say the ones that I have just shown recently, Gabby Petito. All this could be any one of them. What I'm telling you, this is all of them. It's all of them. This is their journey. This is their story. This is what happened to all of the victims that I discuss here. If you have a hard time listening or staying here without feeling the need to strike back, be an adult and change the channel. Because you shouldn't have to put yourself through any kind of anguish or hurt or fear on my channel. That's just not what we're here for. We're here for the children. We're here to get justice. We're here to share their story. Yes, there's a lot that goes on. Her video shows all the stages. It shows the complete sacrifice information. I'm just showing you guys what's the clearest to show. And anything that I show that's clear has the elements on them. And I would think that this is something that the authorities could bust open. Here are more parts of the equipment and showing you what's happening to these victims' heads. Now, Kylie Rodney's head was wrapped just like what you see in the middle. I mean, all of them. Summer Moon Wells, I showed you, was wrapped like that. Here. Summer Moon's last video that I showed you, her head in the car is wrapped like this. See how their chins and their necks are on like the number 5 box? And the person all the way to the left is a completely different person going through their own sacrifice. Right there. right there. Again, there is more a younger child to the right. Now, it doesn't make it any better or any worse if it's a child or an adult, but when I pointing this out, I'm pointing it out to show you that Summer Moon Wells is a child that is spoken about on this channel every day. And how do we know? How do we know why this winds up in the, we don't, how this winds up in her videos? We don't know. That is why I ask the creators to pay attention and to go back to their video and do something about it, not just remove it from YouTube, not just take it down from YouTube. You don't say, oh no, there's a child, being wrapped in this shit, going through a sacrifice. I must take this stuff down. No, you hand it over to the authorities. This is what it looks like. The split in the middle is really where I'm getting most of my information. That split in the middle, you see, let me crop it, how there are two faces. They look similar. Oh, actually, there's three faces. Here, let me brighten it. There are three faces in here. Right here. There are three. Right in the middle, there's three. Over to the left, you see there's something going on. There's your red V with the silver around it. There's a lot going on in the darkness. There's a lot. Oh yeah, the rake. Look here. There's the heads in the middle, and they're connected, and their heads are on those boxes. They're actually on the number 5 box. Let me break this one down. Okay. Brighten it. These heads. So, remember I showed you Molly Golightly had this 5 on her bed. So if you turn this, here's your number 5. All I did was turn it so it's correct. There's your number 5 box. There's the person with a tube in their mouth. There's the box. There's the whole thing. That's the number 5 box that gets attached to them. Right there. So I'll turn it, to make it easier for you guys. The middle one has the green face. There's stuff that goes on their heads. Obviously, that isn't, this one is super clear. It's really clear. So is this one. Um, Again, they're layering different people, but look around the neck. Let me pull this closer. Around the neck here, let me crop it. This here. Again, has the V on the neck. See? And the machine are on the side of their head. Summer Moon Wells had that same white stuff and that white heart. Same thing. Same thing. No different. Let's see something. Summer, because not everyone has seen all my videos here, I'm sure. All right. See, like, here's Summer in the car with her number 5. These come from the video. See the number 5 in the back? In the grass? The video of her in the car is all grass. Like it, when they said, "Oh, is your arm up? Oh, is your arm still up?" All that is it's her in the grass with all of this equipment around her. There's the equipment in the grass. Basically showing you the same information in the grass as Cracking Cases video I showed the other day. It's the same. And what I'm showing you right now is the same. They're not going to be able to run from this much longer, whoever this is. Summer. Okay, let's see if I get one. So for those who've never seen this, here is a picture of Summer with her head wrapped. Right there. Above her eye. Her head is wrapped just like what you're seeing here. It's the same thing. No difference. They just didn't want you to see it. Here's her number 5 box on her chest. This is Summer. Okay? Actually, this came from Shay's place. This video no longer's up. It's no longer up. But all of the elements match really nicely. They just do. But that's Summer Moon's number 5. And what she has on her head is what they all have on their heads. And there's just certain channels show it better than in other channels. That's all. That's it. Here's Summer's head wrapped. So what you see here is just like this. Her head is wrapped. That is not a milk jug. What that probably is that thing right there. Is that jug. But this is Summer. Her head's wrapped. It's no different than any of these wrapped heads that I'm showing you today. It's the same thing. It's the same concept. It's the same journey. It's the same story. That head wrapped for Summer Moon Wells is the same as what I just showed you. This here is the same. What's under this person's neck is exactly what's under Summer Moon's neck. You all have seen it so many different ways. See the zipper? That's not a freaking zipper. We have tons of different versions of that. But everyone's reality and everyone looks at it differently. Whatever anyone is comfortable with seeing is what you're going to see. Look at her neck. Look at her neck. That's 21. I showed that. This photo here actually encompasses a lot of information because I told you that they use a green tarp. And this here is showing that. The green tarp is what they put and the heads come out of the green tarp. Oh, yeah. Loving life. By the way, you're saying incredible things. So what I want to tell you is you are right with the things that you are seeing. I know that you feel unsure of yourself, but this channel here, it really will support you because you're seeing what I have been pointing out for now coming up 2 years, and you are correct in what you're seeing. That is your truth and that is your reality. You're seeing probably Andrew Hilt swinging because he has been on that swing before. So sometimes our sixth sense, our intuition, our clairvoyance will see something that may not be in the photo, but you know in your heart and your feeling, he has been on that goddamn swing. So you see it. Odds are he has been on that swing. You see? So know that that's really important to understand because that's when sometimes I'll see a picture here and I will see above and beyond the photo, right? Like I'll say how I see the room, where I see the door, where the walls, the color, the smell. But you all won't see that. So sometimes I try to give you information that some days I give it, some days I spend the day like right now of giving you information that I'm hoping you see instead of giving you a complete reading. My readings are there because it's my readings and the information that I receive that gets me to where I am right now, you see. So, um, so that's that. Here in the middle is what shows in the back of the room. So this video really is giving information that, to me, is 110% Summer Moonwell's Missing Children's journey. This is it. This is the room. This is what's happening. And this is what they're showing. I don't know why, but I'm hoping that the authorities will grab these videos. Maybe, for all we know, her videos were made private because she was asked to help the authorities and give her stuff over. I'm hoping, right? So to the right, that is a photo. I always could tell when it's a younger child because that's where my heart lays, right? I mean, I'm here for all the missing children and all humans, adults, whatever. But I have a pull towards the children's voices. It's the children's voices that speak to me. So when I see a child's face, a few children's faces, they let me know it. You know, there's adults here, there's teenagers here, there's children here. And I'm not saying that everyone here is important. Every one of them. I call them the Summer Moonwell's Missing Children. They're the Kylie Rodneys. They're the Gabby Petitos. They're the Idaho Fours. I don't necessarily hear all their voices speak. I know that this is very serious in front of us. I know there's a lot of pain. There's a lot of pain here. But when I hear the voices, I hear the voices of the children saying, you know, we're all here. We're all here. We all have a name. We all have a name, you know. But it's a child's voice that I recognize and I connect with. But that doesn't mean that the other people, everyone is important. Every one of these faces is important to give recognition to. The children help me through it. And this room is not far from Summer Moon. This is somewhere, you guys, that's here comes a reading. You know why it comes a reading? Because I just recognize the children. So that's how my clairvoyance works. I could feel when something comes through. Like I feel like my body gets a little calmer. Um, and they say they must say it. They must say it. They said, you must see it. Oh, you must see it to say it. So what they're saying is, I must see it for me to say it. So they want me to tell you that I must see this for me to say what they're saying. So I'm seeing it and I'm saying it. And they're all together like a family. You see, they're all together, you guys. And I need to see it in order to hear the children say it. So by me recognizing that this could be an adult and a child here, because they're paired up like a family, this is how Summer Moon's head was wrapped, like this. Not everyone's is wrapped the same, according to whatever, but they're not all wrapped the same. You see the equipment in the middle, right there in the middle. Let me brighten this up. Right there. That's a number 5. So that again is the number 5 box. So if I were to turn it, you guys will see that it stays the same. It stays consistent. Oh, see the 7 or the L? See, all of this equipment is all one. At the end of the day, it's all one. Here's what's going on in this room. The back of the room, you see a very major piece of equipment that I've been showing for a very long time. It is right there in the back of the room. Let me brighten this. This here has been in every hotel room that I've showed you of Molly's. It's been in the Beast and Munch groups. I mean, it's been in any time I said, oh, that's the machine. This is it. That's it. And then to the right is just trigger warning stuff. Here's the room. When I say there's heads and boxes on platters, this is what it looks like. These are the heads on boxes, on platters, and there are the green tarps. Let me see if I can crop into one so I can make it a little clearer for you guys to see. So the one all the way to the right is the clearest. Okay. So every time I say heads on boxes, heads on platters, I really wish I could remember that creator that was making fun of me. I'm like, oh, you won't be making fun of me soon. See? These are heads on the boxes. Yes, their videos are being used. These channels are being used. I don't know if they know they're being used. That's not what I'm here for, to understand if they know, or that's for the authorities. I don't play that role. I'm not good at it. I kind of suck at it because I just get the information that gives the story of the children. This is their story, and here are adults and children here. When you see their hands up like that, you guys, There's a plexiglass. These are boxes. There's a plexiglass between the hand and what you see. There's a layer that's clear. It reflects, right? That's why many times you see them touching the plexiglass, or there's a reflection, or the picture looks weird. But there's a reflection in this, and this child is in her room, in her box. The one in the middle is hands up. Her hand is up to the reflection. This here might as well be summer moon. This here, right here, actually gives me the most sense of a feeling of summer. This one does. This one does for sure. This one here is a summer moon Wells missing child. This one here. You see? You see what's attached to her head? So those white bars, do you see what's happening to the bottom? It's that maroon little piece that's shaped like a statue, like a person. I always say to you guys, they each have one of these. This is a trophy that they keep. That little maroon thing is a trophy. This thing is what I have been following all the way back to John Wayne Gacy. That little maroon thing is part of them. It's part of their story. It's the back of the room. It's getting super pixelated. There's the boxes in the back of the room. This is just a different sequence, a part of their journey, and each part, even though I show all these different photos, the purpose and the process is all the same. Like we may see this here, but the box, the equipment, what this person is going through, is all the same as summer. See the box on the neck? These are heads. These are heads on number 5 boxes. Those photos from the background are tough to see now. See, they are just get so pixelated, but you get the gist of what's going on. Here's the picture. Here, the photo of the person is. These masks are becoming heavier, and thicker. to the left. Recognize the symbols. What you see around that person's neck on the left-hand side is how I presented and showed you Aaron Carter. Aaron Carter looked just like that. Just like this. Here, the equipment is just getting more pronounced. Summer Moon Wells had this exact same thing on her. You saw it. She was surrounded by all these critters. These two faces. Face in the front and closer to you is a different face. They just layer them up, but these are two separate people. I told you there was like 50 pages of this. Again, just more. Nothing that you haven't seen before. Over in the left-hand side, there's 3 people. One, two, three. They look like little chipmunks. Here's your number 5. And these are the machines. You've seen these before, these things on these people's heads. I've showed you these in the Beeston Bunch the night that Kylie Rodney went missing. Show you this closer. This here, once in a while, like we always get smiley faces, right? That's the other thing. Like these smiley faces are pretty popular. Now that doesn't mean that they're actually the smiley face killers, because anyone could, you know, add a smiley face. Doesn't mean that they're smiley face killers, but these smiley faces are part of these guys' signature. And they have that little box on one of their eyes. That's their little box. Everyone has these little boxes. Each of the victims. This person's head is, by the way, in the same white thing as what happened to Summer Moon. Summer's head winds up in these boxes, right? And she in her head goes right on on the white thing here, white covered bodies. Let's see. I have them in the file called White Covered Bodies. Here's Summers. Let me crop it. So here's Summers with her critters around her. See, she looks like a chipmunk. Just like all of them, looks like a chipmunk. Let's go back and get the chipmunk. They all look like chipmunks, you see. It's summer. They all look the same. Chipmunks. Or raccoons or whatever, see? That's what they made summer look like. But they all look the same, you guys. I mean, oh, here. This is what I wanted to show you. Here she is in the white thing. See? That's her white box with the heart. For those who haven't seen this stuff, you're probably like, no fucking way. Yeah, way. Everything matches. Yeah, way. It matches. This here. See these kids? All of their heads are on that. All of their heads are on what you're looking at. Right there. And that's Summer. There's her heart. You guys, it doesn't change. It's the same freaking thing. So I'm not just, pointing shit out to just point shit out. I'm pointing shit out because it's all the same. Literally the same. Here's Summer with her V on her neck, and no one really cared. Right here. Where is it? Right? Un momento. Here's Summer's neck with her blue shirt on and her V. Right there. See the white stuff on her neck? I started pointing this stuff out, you guys. Oh man. Right in the beginning. Right in the beginning, I'm like, there is shit all over her. And then I started noticing it on Benny, right? Where's Benny? Benny had it on his neck. He was the second one that I noticed. But this here is the most important. This is Summer. Notice what's on her side of her head. Notice the big heart. Let me circle it so you guys see it. I show this all the time. This is the white thing with the heart. I think it might be a face. This is around her neck. This is her box with the heart. This is, whoops. This is connected to her eye. This is connected to her right here. And this is Summer. No one thought this was weird. No one thought it was weird that she had freaking metal on her body. Really? How is it that that can't be weird? All these people have metal on their body. I went through that one. They all do. So all the way to the left is starting to show what's happening outside this room. So let me turn it. This is the equipment. Right there. That's the stick, the number 5, the box. It's all there. And then the middle just shows a person with that exact equipment that's to the left is on the person that's in the middle. Well, the middle and to the right. So to the left and in the middle, it's on them. See the number 5 and the heart around the chest. I'm almost done showing this part, but this was actually an added piece. Really important to not forget that there's the green, that green tarp, right? And that you guys are actually seeing the heads in the boxes. Like, it's a hard thing to allow your brain to look at, but it's here. Not deep faked. This is not deep faked. This is a head on the box. And they're outside somewhere. They're not inside. I think they're out by a boat. I feel it's dark. I feel that it's moving, like it's swaying back and like side to side. Like I feel like this is on the water, actually. Actually on the water. See how these photos look the same? The fake that's the fake Molly. The fake Molly's videos before she was basically removed herself, showed so much information and really showed the details of Summer Moon Wells. She was the first one to show that number 5 box behind her. And now what you see here, Molly is showing, obviously it's not Molly, the fake Molly, is showing that she is connected to this same equipment that I'm showing you guys here. I mean, she's connected to the same stuff as Summer Moon. Right here. See? And I just showed you that with Summer with that on her head. That's what's going on here. What you see there is the same equipment as this. Now, the only thing that's quite curious is after she did all this, she disappeared. She showed this equipment, you guys. I mean, loud and clearly. All right, so in the back of the room, they show all of the machines. How I know this is the machines is because I have shown this to you guys before, and I show it in almost every live. These are the machines. This is the machine that creates the V, that creates the situation that I say, oh wow, she has the machine in her glasses. That's the machine. When I say that they have reflection of the machine, that's what they're showing in their glasses. Now, the machine could be teeny. It could be big, it could be teeny. But what they're showing here is part of what goes on each and every victim. See this? This person is like in a cylinder. Imagine. Imagine this person is one of those. Okay? This is a cylinder. Boom. She's showing it on her eyes. This, let me crop it so you don't see the stuff around it. This here is a perfect example. See how there's like a reflection, it looks like there's plexiglass? This is what each person looks like. Just like those machines, just like what's in her eye. That. This here, let me go forward a little, is the same as this, as Summer Moon in her plexiglass. This here is the same as Summer Moon. These are the same things, okay? This information is showing you what's going on here. This is for the resurrection, and this is what they're doing, and this is the machine. Those are the machines. We have a really good picture of Kylie Rodney in the room with these machines. Now, they're upside down here, I believe. Let me see. Let me turn this. Because in Kylie's, I think, yeah, they go this way. See? I've shown these to you guys so many times. There's your V's, there's the machine up top. These are all part of it. Those are the tubes. So the tubes. See? Each one of them have their own tube. That's what's going on here. That's where the V comes in. They each have their own section. This is the whole thing, you guys. I'm sticking to it. That's what I'm showing you. You see that? Do you see what's happening? This is the machine. Do you see how it matches? Do you see how it's everything I have been showing you? Let me brighten this up. This is the golden nugget room. There's your stuff. There's your V. This is like the Rolex room. And whatever the fuck they're doing, they do it in here. This is why everything looks like it's in plexiglass, because it is. This are these people. These people are part of this machinery. That's what we're looking at. It's up to the authorities to figure out where the fuck this is. It starts here. This is the same stuff that I showed day one at Robin Lane's bread making. This is Robin Lane's bread making when they showed that cylinder for the very first time. That is the cylinder that shows right there. That is basically the same as this. These are the cylinders in Robin's bread making thing. Robin's bread making showed all this whole thing. Showed the whole thing. That phone was so critical to put to the side. This telephone was the first time I was introduced to the telephone. Wait. Here you see A in here. It's right in here. There's the A. There's the V. There's the cylinder. Robin Lane's very first video that I paid attention to. And here is Tim. I think that's, oh, that's not Tim. That looks like Dobson with Summer. But his head's definitely there. Look at his head in the cylinder with Summer. Summer, in one of them, she has a smiley face, like the clown smiley face, and she has those glasses on. But this is the cylinder. I've also mentioned this kind of a cylinder in different places. Notice how these kids look not the same. Here's the cylinder stuck in the tree. Now, this photo, I don't know, I think it came from, I don't know exactly, I'd have to look at my file. But this here, let's see if it says on here. This here is a tree. It has a cylinder stuck in the tree, and it has all this stuff stuck in the tree. Notice this part, this skinny little thing. This little teeny piece, it's like a snake. That's your rope. Each child has one, and it's not the rope that you see connected to the swing. It's not. I'm showing you something that may be a little kooky, but I see a common element. I see something in the fish, has nothing to do with her. I see the fish have, I've always known that the fish has something to do with it. But that photo really took me. Really took me. And this is the other place that I call the cylinder. This cylinder happens to have a lamb in it. It's connected to the wood, and it's connected to parts of the car, and this photo is ginormous. This photo has always been ginormous for me. To me, this tells a story. Here is the equipment again that I always show. So there's the equipment to the left and the equipment to the right. For some reason, it's in her video. This is all the same conversation. More heads, I have shown this. I took this out of context already. That's the V from the Idaho 4. And to the left, I have shown that before. That's in Ryan Upchurch's car. I don't know why I stuck it in here. What you see to the left again is still from this video. The situation that we are looking at tonight and the information that this video is showing us is the same information that I got from the Idaho 4 video. It's exactly the same information to me. Now, this is also in the video. This is just a different part of the video. This is showing that it's under the toilet in the bathroom. I know what these are. These are elements, and it's showing in the bathroom. This information is key because it shows me that you are by the plumbing and you're by the toilet. Just like this is John Wayne Gacy's. John Wayne Gacy's show the exact same kind of information on the white as they're showing in their videos. You see? The kitty cats. Now, I jump back to the bus. So for those who haven't seen this, I made a point the other night that this was a bullshit video. There's the bus with the blue truck. Up left-hand side, it's the same frame, but the picture down in the right has no red truck. Just disappears. Just disappears, right? Just disappears. It is no longer in this video. That red car that you see up there just disappears somewhere. What I have been saying is they need to figure out where that truck went, along with that maroon garbage dump. Wherever this all went is somewhere underground that I believe is connected to the information I just showed you. It's showing you that there's something underground. This is what it's showing you. This here, from the bus photos, is showing you the plastic containers. Now, let me bring this closer. This here crop it and change the color. This plastic box with the frame. All of a sudden, there's a bunch of them that wind up lined up. Listen to me. That box that winds up next to the truck, and it's plastic and it's plexiglass, is the same box and the same plexiglass cover that is part of this. This all winds up in the same location, underground, hidden away, but that is the plexiglass box that's also seen in the Idaho 4. They all have this in common. What they have in common is all of these different videos show the rims of the boxes. They just show the rims. And that's what the Idaho 4 video did in Summer Moon Wells. They show the box, you guys. Did I go into the cement? I showed this. Didn't I show this cement? Why is this in here? Oh, I did. Oh, I went over this already. That's the number 5 that my last video went over this information, and I was showing how the equipment could be found up in the top of Ryan Upchurch's ceiling of his construction, and that number 5 box is what I've been showing you tonight. These are the same boxes. And this is what it's doing. It's what it's doing. So, yeah. So that's how this stuff all ties together. It doesn't change. It doesn't change. Kylie Rodney, that's her. What you see here, and let me blow it up because this is critical not to miss. For those who, and I've shown this before, and obviously here, but a lot of times they're like, oh, she's drinking coffee or she's drinking with a mug. Okay, she is not. All she's doing is she has the equipment connected to her hand, and she's in the fake car. But what she has here, let me show you what she looks like close up. That, let me turn it. That here, this photo here, is she's holding her box. Like she's holding her piece of equipment She's holding the same thing as I just showed you guys. She's holding this, right? You know, we don't know the size of these. We don't know how big they are. That I don't know. I don't do dimension very well, like sizing. So what you see there is just this. Summer Moon Wells had it in her mouth also. Just these. And Kylie Rodney just she didn't get her justice at all. I mean, that's what she's holding. That's the equipment. She got no justice. None. These are the boxes that I've been showing you tonight. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling it together to show you how things don't change. Right? You may think and be like, oh, but she just showed a box the other day, and that's not the box. When I say a number 5 box, it may be showing you in a different circumstance and in a different video, but this here, for instance, to the left is from the Idaho 4. To the right is from Madeline McCain. The box, this is from the video of the Idaho 4. This person's head is coming out of a number 5 box. This person's head is no different than what I'm showing you is coming out of the box in the Idaho 4 video. Let me turn it. Let me crop it. The Idaho 4 video, as well as all the videos, always are telling the same story. They can't help themselves. They're egotistical. This is the same story. That's the number 5 box, and that's the head of one of the victims. No different. No different. See all the markings around this person? No coincidence. You see the V? No coincidence. They're always telling the story. Always. Same thing. Same situation. Again, that number 5 box that you see behind Benny, that number 5 box is maroon, just like the Idaho 4 video. That is this, as well as what I just showed you before. Same thing. They're climbing the same thing. What you see next to the bus in Cracking Cases video is leading you guys to the same story. It's leading you to the same number 5 box. There is a ladder in the middle of no man's land. And if you look really carefully into the woods, just like these guys are doing. Let's see if I can grab this. It's tough to see. All the way in the back there. It's your number 5 box next to the critter. So that red thing, you guys, is a critter. Okay? All that does is points out where to look, where to bring your eyeball. They have them all the time. The critters I call them critters because if I had the video, they fly around. They made them. They're just critters that they make, through their deep fake. But they're there. And that's what I followed. I followed the critter. Right there. Right in the middle. Boom. You could tell that's put in there. It brings you right back here. This here, whatever they're climbing, they are giving you the same information as everything I've just showed you. They're showing you where to go. They're showing it to you. You're probably like, what? I'll show you. You want to look away from the bus. You want to look towards the boxes, towards the maroon box, towards the gateway. Here, the end of the ladder. There's your box. That is your number 5 box. Right there. They're climbing the same thing. And no one, not one channel, has put this together, even though they're identical. I mean, look at the Idaho 4 with the green and then the marooned box inside of it, and then the white box. Look at Cracking Cases, has the same thing. I don't care. I don't really give a shit to discuss, oh my God, why shouldn't be there. None of this shit should match each other. Everything matches. Why would the police be climbing as if he's climbing outside of this guy's computer and have a maroon box that matches the Summer Moon Wells case inside a green box? Messed up. It's really messed up. So I showed you guys this before. This is the same. This is information from the Candyman killer, a very, very well-known murders. And what they show here, I showed this before, um, is just their equipment. They're showing it. Let me point it out. These are not mix masters, you guys. This is just machine, machine, equipment, equipment, boxes. I mean, this is, she's holding something. This is just nonsense. And it matches. What's to the left is from the video that I show the bonfire with the equipment there. And what's to the right is it's from the Candyman killer. It's showing you the same thing that I just showed you guys. That's the machine with the head on top. This stuff doesn't stop. This has been going on for decades. That is the machine with a head on top. I venture to say that that's telling you the same story as this. The head on top here. That's a head on top. This is the bonfire that I use now and say that it holds every piece of element. I wish I could have it clearer, but it isn't. And this is still the bus that has the equipment that I just showed you guys. Just it changes. The location where Don Wells and Candace are staying is in front of where the bus used to be. I don't know where it is. This is from the Candyman killer. He's got the same shit going on in his windows as he's got the green, the maroon, the white. He's got the same thing going on in his windows and the same fake grass covering his front window as the Wells have. Same thing. That it's like someone drew that in, just like what they did here with the picture that I started this whole thing with. Where is it? This. Where are they? Oh, wait, I'm looking for the Wells. Where did I put their photo? Is this it? No. Here it is. This here. So look at this picture. Look at this. See how they have the fake grass? It's the same thing going on in the Candyman killer. Sorry to say, but it is. And here we go with all the equipment. There is the hole. That is a picture of wherever that leads. There's a hole there, and I see that there's stairway there too. That's in the grass somewhere. That's by the bus. That's showing the gateway. That's showing the hole. That is showing the in and out, how to get in, how to get out. And there's also the stairway, which I just noticed for the first time. Here's the stairway. Here's the stairway. But you see this coming out of the grass? That's a real hole, you guys. I didn't do this. This comes from the video. Comes from the video. And these are the holes in the ground. This is what the holes look like. This is what they look like. This comes, wait a minute. Um, whoops. This comes from Arbania Pepian, and I think that she was trying to show me that these are in the grass, and these are real holes in the ground. Those are gateways. Those are number 5 boxes that open up. And somehow it's somewhere by this piece of property. Because these photos here, this cracking cases video, for me, showed incredible information. And again, it has nothing to do with them. Nothing. Right here, I believe the gateway is probably where Don and Candace were standing. See that? You see that? Right next to the red truck? That's what I would do. I would go over to this section, man. Right? This is right here. What is that? Like, what is this? There's something here too. It's all wrong. This whole situation here is the answer. I believe that the answer lies within this video of the bus. I feel it. I could tell. I feel it. That not to say that it's right here, but what I'm saying is this is what it looks like. This is what the hideaway looks like. This is what it looks like to get into one of these things. It looks like if you were to go into it right there, like into this grass, into this hole, like into this bus, into the hole. This is probably a hollow bus, you guys. It's hollow, I think. I think this bus is hollow. Because like what I feel and see is I could tell maybe it echoes a little, or like it's real tin feeling, like a tin can. Like a tin can. Right back there. The answer lies within this presentation. The answer lies within this presentation. And the fact that these dumbasses are standing right here. Makes me just want to fucking laugh. I'm sorry, but something is really wrong with this photo. I don't even feel like it's them. I feel like this is so messed up. Fake ass photo. Look at the tire in this picture. It's like a tire on a tire. The whole thing is messed up. On that note, you guys, um, that's it for the presentation tonight. Thank you, Muffin Top. Thank you all. And keep your ears and eyes open and watch to see who does what. And, you know, really pay attention. Really watch the the creators and see what they're doing and just notice no one's talking about the real stuff. No one's talking about real shit. It's actually mind-blowing to me. It's freaking me out a little that conversation is just not happening. So it's really mind-blowing to me. I can't understand it. All right, you guys, I'm going to go make some dinner. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Ruppalong here. Thank you, guys, and thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate it. And I will be on in the next 48 hours again. Today is, yes, long gone. Thank you for the super sticker. Um, Next couple days I'll be on. All right, you guys. Thank you all for being here. May justice come to these children really soon. I pray. And my voice is going to be gone by the time by the time this shit goes down. All right. Thank you all. God bless you all. Thumbs up on your way out. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Talk to you all soon. Good night, folks.